French Stewart's dad is such a prick. It made me be like, yo, okay, man, like, time out, buds. Time out. You're being
I figured you were going to be like, why did I
my
think
daughter?
of that?
Made me want to call my own daughter and be like, I love you. And regardless, you need to know that. And you will never receive a bill for all the money to raise you. That will not happen. So
you're like, I've just took it out of your inheritance.
Is somebody downstairs?
Oh, God, Meg, you startled me. I'm sorry.
Thank you for being a friend, because we're talking movies. We're talking Bob Trevino Likes It, starring Barbie Ferreira, John Leguizamo, and French Stewart. Written and directed by Tracie Laymon. Chris, there's like baby food on this. Like, do you expect me to reimburse you for this?
You know what? We'll just stick with that. Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of How'd You Like That Movie? We're going to be talking about a film that doesn't have a wide release yet here in Canada, so be definitely on the lookout for it in your festival circuit. It's Bob Trevino Likes It. Scott, let's see if you liked it. Take us away.
All right. Yeah, so obviously, if you don't know what this movie's about, it's I guess a semi-autobiographical take on something that happened to Tracie Laymon, in which, a lonely 20-year-old accidentally befriended a stranger online who shares the same name, and a friendship kind of blossoms. Yeah, when you suggested this, I honestly had no idea what this movie was, what it was about. But then I'm like, fuck. I was like, Chris is like, it's a family thing, so Scott has to like it.
Of course you have to like it. And like, it's got good dads that aren't real dads and bad dads that are real dads and friends that are also employers. So it's kind of a lot of your life. There's a lot of
100%. 100%. I'm like, just call me Lily. No, my dad's awesome. But yeah, like I enjoyed the shit out of this. Like, at first it did take me a while because I couldn't get over how like eccentric like Barbie Ferreira was playing Lily. Like, because she just like at some points I was like, does she have like maybe like on the spectrum or something, and that's why she's like acting the way she is? Because it took me a little bit, because she's like, like, as an example, because I could see your face the way you're looking at me.
Yes, for the people only listening to the audio, I'm giving the "what the fuck are you talking about" face to Scott right now.
Well,
explain why she's eccentric. I'd like to know how.
Well, like when she had the argument with her dad, the first argument after the bad date.
The one you're talking her real dad, played by French Stewart, correct?
Yeah, you're correct. And then she's like, then you just see like it's kind of a montage of her like constantly calling, constantly checking up, then going to his house, and then like just like not knowing how to deal with it.
That's more, I would argue that's like, yeah, it's like the first fight, but that's like, you're talking about when her dad breaks up with her, and this is the language he uses to the listener out there. Like, the scene is essentially a breakup, except it's her dad breaking up with her.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
That's the scene you're talking about, right? Where she's like
Correct.
Calling and texting. Okay, you think that her behavior was eccentric in that manner?
Well, it's just like I said, it was I don't know if it was like the personality trait or whatever. Like, it took me a little bit to realize, right? At first I thought that, like, again, I went in this blind, right? So I'm like, is this a character who has, and I didn't know it was autobiographical, like that Tracie
Okay, so first I'm going to stop you there. Okay, the implication that you are giving at this is that scene is like your opening or something. That is well into the film. Like we have a whole lot of understanding of these of all these characters by the time that happens. Your takeaway was, is she possibly on the spectrum? Really?
Really? Well, yeah, and then like the boyfriend breakup, like the first like 3 minutes when it has like the cell phone conversation with the broken phone, right?
Oh, I think the whole opening of this film, is it a cold opening? Or
yeah, because it's just her, like you just see the text, right?
Oh, I don't even mean just that. Okay, so this thing has a great opening. First off, like it opens with her just like bawling her face off. And I'm gonna spoil this just because I think it's just like a good example of how great the writing is in this, and just even like for the most part, like the pacing and the structure is it's like she's bawling. You see her, texting, and what has happened is her boyfriend has texted her, but not her. Like he accidentally texted the wrong woman to be like, "Hey, had a great time," and she's just like sobbing and then she goes to write something back that's appropriate, like "Go fuck yourself," and then I think she just says like "Have a good night" or something like that, like. And it just keeps going from there. Like, and then the next scene is her and French Stewart, who's playing her father, who is a absolute piece of fucking shit throughout this movie. And even by the end, you're like, oh, okay, maybe we're gonna get like a character redemption. And again, I'm not saying this to spoil it. I just want you to know that while you're watching this film, this motherfucker does not get better. So go ahead, Scott. You were talking about the opening.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to think. Does he by the end?
He does not get better. He does
no.
No.
Because he only picked her up.
He literally gives her a bill. He literally gives her a bill, and I'm not going to say where this happens, but literally gives his own daughter a bill, or it's not a bill. It's just a reminder.
It's an automated, like an accountant form, like how much it actually costs. He kept track of
to raise you.
Yeah, kept track of everything. How much the diapers he paid. How much every time baby food was.
Baby food. She's like, I was a baby. I can't pay for that. I'm just a baby. If you're watching the YouTube, there's probably an insert from Broad City put in by our editor. I'm just a baby. I can't pay for that.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm a baby. I have no money. I can pay you in blocks. I'm a baby.
So you like the movie? I thought.
Yeah. I thought it was well acted, and I thought John Leguizamo like kind of like stood out for me because it's very rare for me to watch like a drama that he's in, but he was still like funny in his own way, but very, very well done.
Yeah, so this is a dramedy. It's like, as Scott said at the top of the show, it's written and directed by Tracie Laymon. But I mean, let's be honest, John Leguizamo, fantastic actor, and this is actually, I'll be honest, I think this is the only time I've been aware that I was watching French Stewart in anything since Third Rock from the Sun.
Yes, he was on that, but he has been in other stuff since then, like after that.
Like you can off the top of your head pick out some stuff that he's been in.
Like I think it's more like TV, to be honest. Because I know he was in Leverage. It was a show I liked. I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's more like I'm checking his IMDb.
Yes, I'm so he was in,
it's more
2021. 30 Nights of Paranormal Activity with the Devil Inside the Girl with the Dragon Tooth, which means this must be a spoof. Oh yeah. It's like one of those spoofs. Beverly Hills Chihuahua. So yeah, his career has been popping off. But you are right, he has been fairly busy with some television.
Yeah, and he played a similar character to this in Will Trent, where he was like a foster parent of one of the cops, and his whole shtick was he would like abuse the children.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
But yeah, it was just well, I'm assuming he's trying to get these roles to play against type because most people know him from 30 Rock. Right?
It's Third Rock, not 30 Rock. The other Rock. He's an absolute piece of shit in this though. Like I was like, how narcissistic. And again, right from the jump, like he's talking to his daughter about like, well, should I date this woman? This woman, as his daughter's like, I think I broke up with my boyfriend. I wrote this poem. Couldn't give a fuck. One thing I do want to talk about though is I love Barbie Ferreira in this role as in a dramatic role like this. I mean, I don't want to talk too much about the ending, but I mean, she's got a great story arc. She plays it so well. I really hope. I mean, like lots of people know her from Euphoria. She was in House of Spoils, which was you and I watched. I mean, I don't know if you finished it, but I thought it was fucking unwatchable.
It's literally the one I was talking about, the haunted restaurant.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that movie is awful. That movie is fucking garbage. So, and she is going to be in a remake of Faces of Death. If you are a filmmaker out there, producer, whatever, please give this woman roles that are like real, substantial roles, because she definitely has some solid acting chops outside of Euphoria. Again, she's got dramatic range. I really believed her in this role. It was very touching. I'll be honest, the ending, some of the stuff at the end got me a bit teary-eyed. It's solid. That said, I do think the second act is a bit sluggish at points. I think this film is like what, an hour and 40 minutes or something in that area. It's 102 minutes, right? So it's like 142 minutes. It easily could have been 90, maybe even on.
You mean an hour and 42 minutes?
Yeah, something like that.
Mm.
So yeah, it's super funny though when it is working. Like I said, the acting is fantastic. It's really well shot. Is there anything you didn't like about this film? Like I said, it was, I believe it was at South by Southwest this year. Or let me just check here. Yep, 2024 South by Southwest. Picked up by Road Zero Attraction. It is playing in the United States right now. But like I said, it's doing more of a festival run in Canada. It did play Cinefest in Sudbury. But yeah, Scott, was there anything you didn't like about this film?
The one thing that I thought, like, if I could change or, critique or whatever, was I found that it was a lot of the same shots. Like the close-ups were the same. Like anytime anybody's having a conversation, it was pretty much what you're looking at right now. If you're looking at our YouTube, Chris super up close and the other person talking just a little bit further back, right? And then they would just swap for some reason when Chris started talking.
That's your standard like action reaction shot, right? Like one take.
But what I'm saying, I think it there could have been other shots that could have been done in terms of that, because it's like, it was just, I guess it was just the way it was edited, kind of like, it didn't take me out of it, but it's the one thing I noticed where it was just like the reaction shots that you're saying, and then it was just a block shot of both of them looking at each other, and then it would go back to the reaction shot. Like if it flowed more, where even when it was both of them on the same in the same frame talking, right, to see that it's like a continuous conversation, it just like, that was the thing that I would change. But it's minimal, and I've never directed a movie, so it's not like she's gonna care about my opinion.
Listen to me, you piece of shit. Listen, you do not know shit about fuck, my man.
I mean, on the topic of shot choices, if you guys have not been, just as a sidebar, if you have not checked out Adolescence on Netflix, fucking check that shit out. And the reason I bring that up in this section is, so what we're talking about, very contemporary, back and forth shooting, 4-episode British crime drama, all using one shot takes, like unbelievable. Check that stuff out. Again, I think I've already said it's a really sweet dramedy. And I think with a lot of, one of the reasons we also are doing this right now is there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, a lot of heavy stuff. This deals with some heavy subject matter. It can be a bit tense at times, but it is funny. It is a little bit lighter. And I think it's kind of nice sometimes to not have to do super serious reviews, right?
Yeah, but I also think with it here is like it gives you a nice understanding of humanity where, you are not alone. Like there are people out there that have gone through what you've gone through and can help, kind of thing, right? And that's the thing that I thought was kind of well done. It was that each person needed each other at that specific moment in time, or else.
It's funny. I was trying to explain this movie to somebody, and I couldn't not make it sound creepy. I was like, okay. So there's this woman who's got some dad issues, finds a guy online that's much older, and I was like, I'm not really selling this movie correctly. I'm so sorry, because essentially that's what it is, right? It's like she is a really shitty dad. She comes across someone with the same last name, and they start interacting and they start hanging out. And what I love about the film is the characters in the film also at points address that creepiness. You know what I mean? Like they're not oblivious to the fact that, like, wait, Leguizamo's wife is like, oh, like, sweetheart, I think you're being catfished. This young girl who met me on the internet, she wants to hang out. So I think that if you're looking for something light, I actually think this would be a great streamer. I hope like Netflix or Amazon or something picks it up. Just because I think this is a great watch it at home. You could two screen this. It's not, if that's your jam. It doesn't require a ton of like paying attention, I guess. It's a pretty linear storyline. But it's definitely enjoyable. It's got, I mean, it doesn't have any, again, because it's mostly in festival right now. It's got a 94% from critics. Take that what you will. It's, like I said, it's good. I give this a solid 7 out of 10. It's a totally decent film. I don't know. Would you go higher than that, Scott?
No, I'd be pretty similar. I'd be around 7 out of 10 on that. Again, I don't count as high as you do go to 5, but yeah, 7 out of 10 works.
So it's a 3.2 or something out of
3.5 out of 5. It's there. It's close, right? Like 3.5. But yeah, like it is something that I do hope people do find, whether it is in theaters, like this is the kind of film I think that would do well in repertory theaters, like Cineplex and stuff like that. I don't see it doing well, but our local theaters like the Princess or the Apollo, I think this would go really well with that. And yeah, I hope people do find it, because it is a nice story, and it's good to know like not everybody is a fucking dick, right? Not everybody's Chris. There are Scotties out there.
Put it this way, the dad, French Stewart's dad, is such a prick. It made me be like, yo, okay, man, like, time out, buds. Time out. You're being.
I figured you were gonna be like, why did I think
daughter?
of that?
It made me want to call my own daughter and be like, I love you, and regardless, you need to know that, and you will never receive a bill for all the money to raise you. That will not happen. So
you're like, I've just took it out of your inheritance.
Is somebody downstairs?
Oh, God, Meg, you startled me. I'm sorry.
Inheritance, yes. We don't really, people still have that. Is there anything you would double feature this with, like off the top of your head?
Oh, fuck. Fuck, why did you put me in a spot here off the top of my head?
Like Donnie Darko, maybe, or what's that like crazy drug one that's from the same time period? Anyway, doesn't matter.
Pie or Requiem for a Dream?
Requiem for a Dream, yeah, Requiem for a Dream.
I was gonna say maybe like Weekend at Bernie's.
Weekend at Bernie's. I mean, listen, now we're just
it's like a dad guy, and he's kind of like the dad guy kind of becomes their friend.
Maybe. Do you have anything else you want to talk to? I know this is a really short episode. Like I said, can't get too deep into it. It's a dramedy. It's a story. The director, is this their first feature? I think she did a lot of.
No, I think she has done some other features.
I think that this is her biggest feature then.
Most likely.
While you're looking that up.
See, this is what happens when we don't have a
producer.
Yeah,
I know. Sometimes we gotta.
Yeah. So this is her. She's been doing shorts mostly. She did direct in an episode of a TV series. But yeah, this is her first feature. She's been doing shorts prior to this. Yeah, it's been shorts and TV series. Oh no, sorry. Her first feature was Girls, Girls, Girls in 2011.
Well, there we go. Scott, bring in the reliable information. I don't have any budget for this because again, they haven't released that. We're just kind of ahead of the curve. So again, pay attention, see if it's playing in your local repertory cinema, or if it's going to be in festivals. If there's a festival playing near you, you might get a chance to see this bad boy. Anything else before I leave with our quote, Mr. Scott? Mr. Scott.
No, I think we did well. Make sure you comment below. Comment on our shit. Just put in comments. Like, go to Apple and put in a comment. Be a 5-star.
Yeah. Also,
go on our TikTok and make Chris's ego even bigger and be like, look at how many views I get when I just do the TikTok by myself, Scott. Like, help Chris out. Like,
do it. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe wherever you get your podcast. And so we got Angie Hahn from The Hollywood Reporter. Like its heroine, the comedy can be bright and bouncy and frequently funny, but also like her, it's secretively a tearjerker and never more effective than when it's at its very sweetest.
And that is our wrap for the day. Please like and subscribe to this podcast. Tell your friends. If you want to get a hold of us, reach us at the www.howdyoulikethatmovie.com. So, a show like Adolescence, do you think how Netflix drops its show has diminished like the water cool talk where, more and more people will come to it because, I haven't watched it, you have, you come to me the next day at work or whatever and be like, did you watch this? You kind of build it up. I'll watch it the next day, and then we're both in it together. And while the episodes are dropped weekly, you have like the fan kind of like, oh, I think this is gonna happen, I think this is gonna happen, right? And you kind of build it up to kind of see like you become so involved in that show, right? And you get to appreciate it more because the nuances. Like, you're on what, episode 3?
I'm gonna be, as soon as we're done recording this show, I'm gonna watch episode 3. Yeah.
Right. So all the nuances, by the time you're done this of the first episode, you're not really going to remember as much or appreciate as much.
So yeah, I think my simple answer would be yes, that's kind of dead. I think it has, so I don't think it'll, like, I agree with you. I think there was a time when with must-see TV, you would like, whatever, you'd have like 10 weeks or something like that, 12 weeks. And so like every week it'd be like, shut up, I haven't seen it last night or whatever. And I do think that like, I know that like Disney and I think Apple and stuff have gone back. I know with Severance, they've gone to the every week release schedule. And I just wonder if the reason Netflix hasn't done that is because there is an and correct me if I'm wrong. Like I said, I don't watch enough Netflix to know, maybe they have changed it in some situations. Netflix continues to do that because that's their thing. That's their shtick, right? Like, you watch a Netflix show, you get to watch all those episodes if you want right now. Production by Rod Shaver, Vader Monkey Productions.